Hi everyone, this is Oliver from the Leading Edge Golf Company. I'm a PGA professional based in Edinburgh, Scotland, and just really want to introduce some concepts from Vision 54 today. Vision 54, co-founded by Lynn Marriott and Pia Nilsson, coached many of the game's top players. As you can see, this is some of their very, very brief history. If you want to find some more information about the various topics that I'm discussing just now, very briefly, please visit vision54.com. You can also Google Golf Parent for the Future, and you'll find their book on all this information, Golf Parent for the Future, via Amazon. There's a Kindle edition there for you too, so I'd really urge you to go and check those out. So, a little bit about myself. I've done various bits and bobs with training. Very, very passionate about junior coaching and think that we could really do with helping parents a little bit with of how to support their young little golfers. So, first topic, just very, very briefly introduces this idea of a you and I boundary. So, understanding that it's the junior golfer that's performing on the golf course and it's not the parent themselves. So I know we all get very, very wrapped up in the performance, but we just need to be very clear about, the child owns the competition. And if they make mistakes, then that's great, because that's how we all learn. Making mistakes is part of life, and we learn best by making those. So let's encourage that and support the child there and really make sure that they own the performance. Great way to look at this is basically there's a great exercise here, which is the what you can control and what you cannot control. So what you can control is your feedback, your body language, attitude, as you can see there, and what you can't control is basically their performance and their focus. So don't try and control it. That's really the message to get across here. So the next topic that we're going to briefly talk about is who they are versus what they do. So a lot of times, golfers beat themselves up about their performance, and it's really important that we don't let children do that, that their score bears no resemblance on themselves as a human being. Does your score affect your self-esteem? Really don't want this to happen, I guess, and trying to disconnect that. So they are allowing the juniors to be human beings that play golf, not golfers that happen to be human beings. So we can really do this by the questions that we ask them after they finish a round. So instead of going straight in there with the performance, we can talk about, well, what did you learn? What was your best shot of the day? What happened? I'd love to find out more. Even just letting them know that you really enjoy watching them perform. That really important stuff to get across, and taking the emphasis away from their performance. Vital. So next thing we just want to briefly go on to is your state. So basically how you are as a parent when you're watching your young golfer perform. As we can see here, these gents, they're not doing anything wrong. It's just how they're standing, so what their thoughts are, what their mental processes are, the physical, the vibe that we get from these gents. As we can see, it's all very, very different. So these things have a massive effect on how your young golfer is perceiving you and your opinion on their performance. So really good questions to ask yourself is, how is your posture, your body language, your anxiety levels? Is that different from when they play well to when they don't play well? Is just a really unessential body motion, is that really affecting their perception and what you're thinking, or how they think that how you are thinking that they're performing? So next topic to move on to is the feedback. So really, making sure that the feedback that you're giving your child is authentic, and making sure that instead of having interpretation of what you see, i.e., you were really confident out there, or you're embarrassing me out there. Our feedback needs to be very, very much based upon what we see, what we genuinely see, without interpretation. Best way that we can do this is to really ask the child post-round, what was good about today, what could have been better, and how you can improve. So going on to good, loads of goods. let's find out what was good about your performance. So what was good and what was fun about today? As many of these as we possibly can. Write them down. Then what could have been better? Really, we want minimum 3 goods to 1 better. Really important that we're all hardwired as human beings to be negative. So we must ensure that we have loads and loads of goods to 1 better. Then from that information, we take that and then we input a little action plan. Very, very important stuff. So we must make sure that we action those things that we've seen and what we've heard. So, and again, genuinely listen to what the child is saying to us. Really don't infer or really don't try and interpret what you think happened. Just ask them. I saw you held your head really, really high after that birdie putt. Tell me about that and listen to what they say. Really, really important stuff. So again, just to go over that, here we have some topics. So really, really just making sure that feedback is sorted as opposed to having our interpretation on it. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and if you have any questions, please feel free to get in touch via our website, which is theleadingedgegolfcompany.com. Lots more information on that website, and you can give us a call, send an email, whatever's easiest. Thank you very much.